How are you doing, Internet? I'm Binat, and welcome back to STO. I should mention I just finished the Delta Quadrant with Tlil, and it's got some of the most number of puzzles in it. Some difficult, some not, and it also wraps up 2 storylines, and another one continues into the Iconian War. We will continue with Taris.
On a forgotten world, a shadow of great evil lurks, waiting for the chance to strike. The truth behind the destruction of the Romulus system may be the harbinger of the greatest threat the Federation has ever faced.
Hobus was the system where the supernova originated. However, it wasn't supposed to... the supernova wasn't supposed to be so strong. Let me take a look. Romulus was over here. This is Hobus. So the explosion should have never gotten there. But it did for some reason that hadn't been explained to this point. It's a pleasure to be working with you, Lieutenant Commander Battlehammer. I heard about how you got your first command. Well done. Not every officer could have withstood such a challenge. That's, the Klingons killing our old captain. Agents working for the Romulan Republic have recovered definite proof that Taris, or persons working for Taris, were responsible for the Hobus Supernova that destroyed the homeworld. Our agent spoke to Taris. She claimed that she was deceived by Hakiv, but that does not excuse her culpability in the destruction of 2 inhabited worlds and the deaths of millions. Our agent tells us that Taris believes her Iconian masters can change the past and restore Romulus. So not only is she a killer, she's insane. What do you suggest we do? Taris cannot be allowed to commit even greater crimes in an attempt to fix her mistake. My intelligence officer, Lieutenant Gaius Selan, has intercepted communications that may allow us to locate Taris and finally bring her to justice. I'll let him explain in greater detail. Greetings, Lieutenant Commander. I am Lieutenant Gaius Selan of the Romulan Republic. There are certain pleasantries that are customary in these circumstances, however I am choosing to skip those. We have much to do. Recently the Republic intercepted a transmission from a group of Remans in the Hobus system. These Remans have remained loyal to Taris, the former praetor of the Romulan Star Empire who was deposed by Selan. While the transmission was not unusual, its origin point was. The Hobus system is under strict quarantine. However, a previous team uncovered a mining facility at one of the planetary fragments. We believe that the Reman royalists may have returned to this facility to continue their efforts. Why is it quarantined? The Hobus system is the origin point of the supernova and subsequent subspace explosion which destroyed Romulus and Remus. It is still, as you say, a hot zone. The Remans loyal to Taris are using the quarantine as a cover to resume their operations. The transmission we intercepted was addressed to Commander Aranhu, a Reman, who is the captain of Taris' personal guard. He must be the liaison to the forces in the Hobus system. Your suggestion? Direct approach. If we confront the forces in the Hobus system, who are in violation of both Federation and Romulan Republic mandates by their very presence there, they will send a call for assistance to Commander Aranhu. Once he arrives, we simply follow him. It is likely he will lead us back to Taris. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I've just received emergency orders from Republic Command and must respond. Gaius can transport to your ship and help you complete the mission. We'll return as soon as we can. Acceptable. So the set will be leaving.
I am detecting some very rare minerals in the system, as well as the presence of protomatter. It is possible that Taris used the materials here to construct her weapon.
The planetoid's core contains trace signs of protomatter. We should get a sample. Scanners are also picking up some odd readings from some of the icy asteroids near the core. Recommend we investigate as well. Sure. So we got that sample without any incident. Scan that. Whoops. Wrong key. Confirmed, sir. These fragments are decalithium. If we can locate a supply of techsite, that means Taris could have had all the ingredients she needed to build the device right in the system. It is still circumstantial evidence unless we can tie it to her directly somehow. Collecting a sample would be crucial. I recommend that we scan for techsite deposits. Retrieve a sample and set course for the next planetary fragment. Remun ships decloaking. That's why I went full. Those are Romulan ships. Is it Hakiv? That's hurting slightly. Or it was. How about you stick around? Not flying directly through the lightning storm in space. I'm detecting high levels of techsite in this planetary fragment. Techsite was one of the substances Starfleet believes was used in the creation of the weapon that triggered the Hobus Supernova. Let's collect a sample.
As I suspected, the materials are all here. Our agent located Taris on planetary fragment Gamma. We shall continue our search there.
Scanners are detecting some kind of shield covering a large crater on the surface of planetary fragment Gamma. This system is supposed to be under quarantine, but clearly there is some activity. We should get a scan of the shield. Our scan has triggered automated defense systems, and a Remun ship is decloaking. They are hailing us. On screen. Commander Zikelin, your presence here is in violation of the quarantines established by at least 3 sovereign governments. Explain your purpose. We're here investigating your unauthorized presence in the system. What's your excuse? I serve the Romulan Star Empire and its true leader, Taris. That is the only authorization I require. Most unfortunate. Sir, if we can disable the Sith Edge, it's possible we may be able to lure out Anu to investigate. Let's give them something else to fire at. And getting behind the Romulan warbird is always a good idea. Good thing we hid.
We were attacked by Starfleet saboteurs. They appear to have fled.
Nice voice. Interesting. This is exactly like scenario 2247B. I had thought scenario 1849K would be a more likely option. I shall incorporate this data into my modeling projections. Nevertheless, we should now be able to follow Erno's trail. He should lead us right to Taris. Let's hope so. They've gone to warp. Shall we follow? Follow. Sir, Commander Erno's trail led here to the Iconia system. This is another system that's off limits to normal traffic. Any activity here is a cause for concern. Recommend we investigate. Large crater looks like a good place to start. I'm not detecting their ship. Shouldn't it be in orbit somewhere? Yes. He is most likely cloaked. The technology I use to track him is not localized enough to detect a ship, only follow a general trail. That's fair. Let's go on in. Sir, we're picking up a large shield protecting a structure of some kind. The shield is using a modified cloaking device. If I hadn't been scanning for large amounts of tachyon particles, I'd have never found it. Remun ships decloaking. They're hailing us. Commander Sanclado? Federation ship. I'm Commander Sanclado of the Remun starship Intreku. Your presence here would be considered an act of war. Leave immediately or we will open fire. No intention of leaving. This is unfortunate, Starfleet. Our conflict is not with you. Commander Erno has charged me with securing this installation at all costs. Praetor Taris must be allowed to complete her work, and you have already seen too much. I can't really see which direction they're facing. Good, I'll pop up in behind them anyway. Have some more shield failure. Major reason why I'm able to succeed. They're trying to hit something which can't be destroyed. Transmit the codes. I took the liberty of accessing Intreku's system before it was destroyed. I managed to download the access codes for the planetary shield. I believe we should be able to use them to lower the shield and reach the surface. These are the coordinates for the underground structure we detected. Reading life sensor, multiple Remuns and one Romulan. Our quarry should be just ahead. Let's hope so. There's someone in the next room.
Starfleet! How did they find us?
They must have followed me, Praetor. I will deal with them.
No, I need your help with the gateway. Send your guards.
Pardon me? They appear to have been attempting to merge Iconian and Romulan technology, perhaps in an attempt to reactivate the gateway network. We should access the console and attempt to open the door. Are you sure we should be trying to open the door? Huh. Eee, look at that orb. Try to memorize how it looks. Shipping logs. There are logs here of shipments to and from the base in the Hobus system, as well as schematics for several devices that are similar to recovered Iconian tech. According to the data, there are also stores of techosite, decalithium, and protomatter on this level. These stores are the same quantum signatures of the elements you recovered from the Hobus system. You quickly download the data into your tricorder. This could be invaluable if Taris is brought to trial. It has been decades, and I find Hakiv's betrayal difficult to accept. He is Romulan. Treachery is his heritage, as is mine. But to go to such lengths to destroy our world, it is too much to bear even now. He told me the device would destroy Donatra, and I, like a fool, believed him. And all those pathetic refugees from the Republic have told the entire quadrant that I am responsible for the destruction of Romulus. They don't understand. We should be allies. We want the same thing. At least my people know the truth. And who is a rock? I find it strange that humans are now my only companions, but perhaps they would understand loyalty more than any of us. I rely on him and continue to help me continue my work. The Iconians can restore all that is lost. I know it. I just need to make them see that I am worthy. The Dark Masters have responded to my pleas for assistance with dread silence. My only recourse is to harness their tech for myself. When I can step through the gateway and meet them as an equal, I am confident that they will turn back time and make everything as it was before. The base in the Hobus system is lost to me, but the quarantine holds, and who can use it as cover to collect the protomatter and bring it back to me. Sheila is looking for me, so is the Republic. If only I could make them see. I'm our people's last hope. So, time travel is involved? Maybe if we knock and ask. No, I can't. Okay, trial and error then. Omicron? Oh, that was easy. Hello. That was effective. Why not? Have some tea in the middle of a battle. Distortions.
I have it. What? No! Traitors!
Why did it change just then? Not sure if they ran to a good place or a bad place. Oops. How about some more of these? Good fight. Enough, you've won, and in winning you have doomed the Romulan people. Taris, under the authority of Starfleet, you are under arrest for war crimes, committing an act of genocide and crimes against the galaxy. They were not my crimes. I was betrayed by Heath, and now those crimes will never be undone. I hope you realize that in stopping me, you have doomed billions of Romulans to remain dead. Now you shall live with that guilt, as I have it. Even now you deny the truth of your role in the destruction of your people. You are blinded by your own lust for power, and you killed those people as surely as if you had pulled the trigger yourself. Lock onto Taris and beam her directly to the brig. Before we leave, may I suggest we look for evidence of the materials we discovered at Hobus? They will undoubtedly prove vital at Taris' trial. We should also overload the gateway and make certain it can never be used again. Sir, this protomatter appears to come from the Hobus system. Though there are several uses for protomatter, it is often used for explosive devices, and was present in the debris from the device triggered the Hobus Supernova. Protomatter was used in the Genesis device. It's powerful, but extremely dangerous. Oh, scanning this thing. Techosite sample. This techosite contains energy signatures that correspond to the techosite deposits we scanned in the Hobus system. Techosite is an explosive compound Starfleet believes was present in the device triggered the supernova, and if it's here, it could be connected. Not necessarily is, just has the potential to be. Weapons. This decalithing appears to have come from the same source as the decalithing we discovered in the Hobus system. These links will be important evidence in Taris' trial, or Hickey's. Oh well. Straight to overload. Well, we'll have to leave without the two things. Taris is in the brig, and all the evidence we found has been logged and secured. Now we just need to deliver in her to a safe location. Which will be no easy task if other things start to pop out. Like those. Lieutenant Commander Battlehammer, now nice to see you again. I feel like we are becoming old friends. I will admit that your previous attempts to thwart my plans have been irritating, but your actions today have more than make up for those petty annoyances. Taris still has her loyalists among my people. An open move against her would have been a distraction for my greater plans. I don't work for you. But you played the pawn perfectly. I could not have asked for a more obedient tool. Now, if you will transport Taris to my ship, we can avoid any unpleasantries. I could never be friends with a monster like you, or always a pleasure. I think you know what I would pick. Oh, look. The Belfaston Fleet. Captain Sean. Gaius informed us that you might need some assistance with a prisoner transport. Good thing we brought some backup. Taris is wanted by the RSE for high treason and war crimes against the Romulan people. The Empire is the legitimate government of the Romulan people and demand you turn this terrorist over for trial and punishment. It's on point, but I'm afraid since we captured her, we must maintain custody. You are welcome to submit an extradition request to the office of the Federation President. Or, Taris' actions do not just impact Romulus and Romulan worlds. Her alleged crimes were against the entire quadrant. You'll be welcome to attend and even testify at a trial, or perhaps you could establish an interplanetary trip and remove those impacted by the Hobus Supernova. But for now, she will remain in Starfleet custody. Turn her over for a sham trial and for execution? Sorry, Sela, but the Federation has an ancient deal we call due process. Your disappointment, Lieutenant Commander. Nevertheless, you did remove Taris from the game, and for that I am grateful. Consider your decision more carefully the next time we meet. I can be a powerful ally, or I can be your worst enemy. You are the epitome of generosity. You are not the kind of ally I need, or I had hoped our people could find peace. Perhaps that is not possible. I can be sarcastic. Prisoner transfer successful. Taris is safely secured in the brig. And take it from here. One more thing. We're detecting some unusual energy residue from the surface. Our database identify as Iconian. Yes, there was a gateway on the surface. A group of humans used it to escape. We only caught a glimpse, but it looked like some kind of Romulan station. The Lasset is the cloaking. Looks like we missed all the excitement, but I have been monitoring your progress. On behalf of the Romulan Republic, I would like to thank you and your crew for your assistance. I am confident the Federation will provide more than adequate security for Taris until our trial. You can transport Gaius back to Lasset as soon as you are ready. Transporter room, you're clear to send Lieutenant Selan back to Lasset. Yeah, to Divine class. Later gets to Enterprise F.
If the destruction of the Romulan homeworld was a deliberate act, not only was it mass murder, but that one event has been a major cause of the destabilization of the quadrant over the past 40 years, not to mention the light that it casts on the internal struggles of the Romulan people. This one horrible act set off a chain of reactions that could change the galaxy forever. We must know who did this and why. The interrogation of Taris will no doubt lead to many truths. But I am troubled by these Remans. Why did they turn on Taris? And where did they go?
The fledgling Romulan Republic has requested our help. Tholians have been capturing Republic ships and keeping them in a facility deep in the Azure Nebula. The Republic wants its officers and ships back. Helping them with this would be a show of good faith that would aid us diplomatically. Join the Azure Nebula Rescue Task Force operation and show the Republic that they can count on the Federation.
Okay, I'll do that TFA later. From the Romulan Mystery, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 episodes left before we solve the Romulan Mystery and proceed to the Cardassian struggle. Up next, the Vault. So thank you for watching. You can like, comment, subscribe, ring the bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.